Hi guys, this is Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet. This is going to be a crochet in chat, so grab your tea or your coffee. I have coffee in my husband's dad of IU University student mug. It's getting to be that time where he's going to graduate, and so we got our merch. Even though we're UK fans, we told him we would never wear the red and white IU colors because we were so UK fans. But then I don't know if it exactly hurt his feelings, but he commented on it a couple of times. So I now am the proud owner of a Indiana University t-shirt that says Indiana University Mom. Like this says Indiana University Dad with the IU symbol, which looks like a pitchfork. So yeah, I have a t-shirt. I'm gonna wear it at his graduation party to show my support. But we're big, huge, go big blue UK Wildcats fans, so it was a struggle. But no, we got the merch and we're gonna wear it, and we are very, very proud of him. The reason why he didn't go to UK is because it's in Lexington, Kentucky, and that's about, I don't know, a good 45 minutes to an hour away, so that wouldn't have worked. And he didn't want to play basketball anyway. When he was little, like my son is 6 foot tall, and when he was little, he played basketball, but he's a very peaceful kid, and he doesn't take well to people hollering like in his face, you know how coaches do. And or at least if you're a hardcore American coach. Yeah, because we're very, very, very passionate about our basketball around here. And so the coach was being the coach, and he was I think he was like in the second grade. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was the second grade. And he got hollered at quite a bit. So he's like, forget this. I don't want to do it anymore, Mom. And of course, I didn't make him, because who does that? I mean, not a good parent. Excuse me. So please excuse I have the morning mask face, and it is windy today, which it calmed down for right now, but it's going to be blowing my wind chimes. If you have a wind chime trigger, you might want to watch another video. But I will try to see if I can edit it lower in the video. I don't know if I have that access. Cue the wind chimes. So it's partly cloudy, partly sunny, a little breezy. It's very nice and cool. That's why I have my sweater. This is my favorite sweater I got from Rue 21 when my son used to work there. And it's just been the best sweater, so I wear it a lot. I recently come into a ton of cardigans and clothes. Just yesterday we went through my grandma's things. She had been passed away now for a little over a year. She passed away right after my birthday last year, like a couple days. Like my birthday is the 21st. She passed away on the 23rd, so it's fairly rough. But anyway, my aunt finally wanted to start going through the stuff because she lived with my aunt. And so I got a lot of cardigans and some clothes that I have to go through and see what fits. Plus I'm losing weight, so some more things will fit than what I realized, because I have everything is super big on me right now. But you know, I don't really know my own body size right now because I'm in between. But I have to try some things on. But there were some beautiful things, and then everything that I crocheted for her, which is kind of sad when you make something and then you get it all back. because she passed away. But I'm going to do a tribute to my grandmother and show all my crocheted makes that I made for her, which isn't a ton, because I didn't really get into this as much as I am. I mean, I've crocheted all my life since I was 8, and I usually just made baby blankets. I didn't get into making scarves and stuff for people till recently, except for like maybe my mom and stuff. Hi. That's my neighbor. So I've got maybe 10 things to show, but there were things I made for Grandma in the last couple of years, and so I thought it would be nice to do a tribute to her and show the things that I made, and it would be a nice little video, so I'm going to do that, so be looking for that. Excuse me, my coffee's getting cold and I want to finish it. So what I've got today is I'm working on a sweater. Let me put this down. Please excuse my walls. They need the spring brushing with the broom to get cobwebs and the bugs that the spiders caught in the cobwebs all brushed down and the walls washed. My husband does that once a year. So the sweater, I'm working on a cardigan. I didn't need to make one, but I did. Hello. Pretty good. It's a nice day for a walk. You don't have your buddy.
Oh, he's already had his walk today. He got his cookie. It's probably asleep right now.
So cute.
He's got his routine.
Yeah.
He walks in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Then he takes a nap and he walks again. And he's good till about dinner.
Yeah, well that's good. Yeah, that's good. So I have this cardigan I'm working on, and I didn't need to do a cardigan. Because I got so many from my grandmother, but I didn't know that I was gonna get them. So I got this yarn from Hobby. It's the Malaga glitter, and you can't see it, but oh my gosh, does this glitter so bright. I mean, you can see it a little bit in the camera, I've noticed, but trying to take a picture of it doesn't show up at all. I would love to know why that is. Somebody please explain it if you're a camera aficionado. But anyway, this yarn is very, very soft. The glitter doesn't make it rough at all, so it's perfect for a cardigan. It's 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 165 meters, 180 yards, 98% acrylic, 2% polyester, and I'm guessing that's probably the little filaments. But it's wrapped with, and the problem that I came up with that I didn't realize till after I started making this was I'm doing it half in gray, half in pink. And I don't know if you can see, but the gray has silver glitter and the pink has gold glitter. I was like, oh well, it's a party sweater anyway to wear. Like, I was making this one for Mother's Day. I'll have to make sure my mom doesn't watch this. I was gonna make it for me, and then I got to thinking I have so many sweaters, so I'll make it for my mom. But it's half pink, half gray, and looks like we're fixing to get some rain. I hope it doesn't rain while I'm filming. But anyway, it's half pink and half gray, and the one half is done. I mean the back, that's the back part, it's done. I'm starting to work on the front panels, and it's going to be the same. If you can already tell, it's going to be pink down to the pink part and then gray on the gray part. And then when I do the sleeves, I'll probably do the pink and then the gray on the sleeves to match the sweater. I don't know, because I was thinking I could do blocks start with pink and then do gray, and then pink and then gray. But then I thought, this is all half and half. It might look weird if I did that. So I don't know. Give me your opinion in the comments. Doesn't mean I'll do it that way, but it would be nice to know other people's thoughts. But it's going to be oversized, like a boyfriend sweater, except for it's just going to be a cardigan. You know, it's going to be split in the front. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. And I'm using, like I said, the Malaga yarn. I got the gray and the pink. I got it because it was on clearance at Hobie. Let me get my crochet hook out. I got my whisk.com bag. Whisk. Everybody who has watched any of the, if you can go back, you can find mine, has watched any of the product reviews that every creator that we know has ever done. Those people tend to find you in the comments, and they want you to do those those product reviews for them, and they'll give you free products. And that's cool and all, but it gets really tiring. And I liked all the products, and they're very, very well worth it. Very worth it. And if you go back to my, it'll have the same picture. It'll have this kitty on it. You look for that video, you'll see my product review of it. And they're very, very good bags. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I got tired of it not being a yarn company. I mean, it's nice that it's something you can use for your yarn, but I was like, and then the dots, the diamond dot people got a hold of me, and I'm interested in my craft, and I'll probably do some other crafts on the channel. I've already decided that I was going to do that, but unless it's yarn, I'm not really interested in doing the product reviews. I mean, who knows, maybe down the line some product I use is going to be wanting me to do it, and it won't be yarn, and then I'll consider it because it's a product I use. But I didn't really use any of those things that they were asking me to, except for the bags. I am using the bags, so I mean, that was good. You'll have to please excuse the traffic, and then, you know, the people that walk by. I like to say hello. So you got to hear my conversations. My neighbor's driving out again. It's a nice little community that we have here, and I'm a people watcher whenever I'm sitting somewhere. And anyway, get this started a little bit. If you've grabbed your project and your drink, which I hope you have by now because we're 13 minutes in, and either you've grabbed your project and your drink or you clicked out. Doesn't matter. Whoever stayed, this one's for you. I'm going to put this down in the bag so I don't have to worry about it falling out while I crochet. My son went to the park with his best friend and his wife and their child. Well, they're both his best friends. I said that so weird. She's gonna think, how come you didn't call me his best friend? No, they're all really good friends. Been friends since high school, and two of his best friends got married, and they had the most adorable little boy named Oliver. You guys have heard me talk about him so much because I just love him to pieces. But yeah, they're all at the park, and I thought, well, what a wonderful opportunity to sit out here and chat and you may end up seeing Kage in the window. I don't know. Don't look like he's up in there right now, but he likes to sit in the window. But yeah, I like to film when nobody's home because it's just easier for me. But anyway, so I had a wonderful day. Well, actually, my Sunday was just glorious. We went to the park and took Harley, our dog, for a walk around the dog park, and we got some, we got some lunch meat and some chips, and we had sandwiches and chips outside on the porch because it was just so nice. I was like, I really don't want to go back in. That was after we got back from the park. And hold on just 1 second. Hey, I had to stop the video because I had a visitor, but it's nice to meet new people and talk to them, and that's our mail person, so that was really nice, and he subscribed to my channel. Always nice to meet a new person and a new subscriber. By the way, I've got a lot of subscribers that I haven't said hello to yet. So if you've subscribed to me within, you know, the last year or so, and you haven't got a welcome in. I really do love meeting and talking to people, and I try and respond to every message. I'm not so big yet that that's going to be an issue. And always, if there's ever any questions in the future when there's just too many people to try and keep up with, because it does, I have some friends that have just so many subscribers that there would be no way they would just be answering things all day long, and it would be just incredibly hard to try and keep up with that and have a life. But if that ever happens, just know that if you have a question, I'll still try and answer the questions. Because why else have a podcast or a, you know, channel if you're not going to engage with your viewers? That would be really stupid. But you know, engage in a way that you can still handle. You know, you got a couple thousand subscribers, there would be no way, absolutely no way, and I don't judge anybody that can't do that. So anyway, now back to where I was. Oh yeah, so we didn't want to like come in because it was just so sunshiny and just nice, that so we made sandwiches and sat out on the porch and had our lunch, and just, you know, really enjoyed the weather. And then yesterday I had a good day. I sat up on the front porch and I just crocheted on this cardigan until it got to time for my husband to be home, and then I went over to my Aunt Becky's and we went through my grandmother's things, which was very emotional. I got physically sick because I was so sad, and but I mean, it was also healing, if you can think about it, because you're confronting. See, the thing is all my grandmother's stuff was at my Aunt Becky's. I have not had to look at it for the last year like she has, and I got to bury my feelings, and of course, you know, there was initial sadness, but I got to hide all my feelings because I wasn't confronted with looking at her things every day. And so walking into her room, she had kind of like a suite at my Aunt Becky's house. My Aunt Becky's house is really huge. I don't know if I ever told you all before or not, but she bought an old girls' school and she renovated it, and the inside is like a mini mansion. And they didn't pay a lot for the house and the property because it was in disrepair, and they have just really made it beautiful. So beautiful. God really blessed them with that place. But I mean, well, it was a blessing and a curse because they've had to fix everything, but mostly a blessing. And they made a suite for my grandma inside. She had a little bedroom, and then an L shape. So the bedroom was like square, and then an L coming off of the bedroom. Oh, sorry, got sinus pain. But anyway, and then there was an L shape off that square that was like a living room kitchenette. You know, she had a refrigerator and a table, and a nice little apartment for her. I call it a suite because that's what it looks like. But anyway, so she had a nice little place to live her last few years, and with family, and that's where she passed away, was in her room. After they released her from the hospital on hospice, the short time that she had left was there. So, you know, so many memories, very hard to confront it, and I got to bury it away in my psyche, or subconscious, or however you call it. But so it just hit me all at once, and I got pretty physically sick, and took me a while. I got better once I got home, but anyway, I got through it. I went through her belongings, and like I said, I got the things that I made for her, and a bear that I bought her for Valentine's Day that plays Love Me Tender. I wrapped one of her scarves around it, and I've just been hugging on it. And like I said, it's been a year, so most of my grief I processed, but I never did that. You know, when you have a loved one pass away and you're the one that are going through their things, you get that release, that closure, and I hadn't had that yet. So it was a little bit of a difficult thing to do, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad that I have some of my grandmother's things to remember her by, and some outfits that I really liked. My grandmother, she had some taste. She likes a lot of the colors that I do. So, and some of her, because we mostly wear skirts, and some of her skirts were geometric shapes, and you know, shapes that don't really go out of style. And the colors, you know, there's fall colors, there's spring colors. That spring green that I like, the leaf green she liked, you know, she liked oranges like I like. And so they're clothes that I will actually wear. You know, they're not dated as some people would think of their grandmother's clothes. My grandmother was pretty with it. Pretty awesome lady. Anyway, I was just reading one of my friends liking my comments. It came up on screen and it kind of threw me for a second. But anyway, so they're clothes that I'll actually use. Cardigans, especially the plain ones like black and green, and you know, solid colors never really go out of style. So unless it was like a pattern from the 80s or something, even that, some patterns come back into style over the years. So yeah, it's stuff that I'll use. I gotta count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so I got 2 more. See, I'm counting the, because these rows right here are a row of 3. It looks like 2 on camera, but there's actually 3 because you go back and forth, back and forth. And then I do a row of windows. So this is my pattern, although I've seen plenty of shawls and everything that has this pattern in it. It's not unique in any way, but it was not inspired by anybody else. Oh, hold on, the wind's gonna blow my camera. I'll hold it a little bit so you guys don't get seasick. But so, you know, I've seen people do this, maybe have different amounts of rows of windows or rows of single crochet. This is basically single crochet and then a double crochet row of windows and then 3 rows of single crochet. That's the whole thing. And I did pink and gray because I think it goes really good together. Plus, the gray is going to be on the bottom, so if it drags against anything, it's gray. You're not going to see the dirt as much. I really love that. Not that I plan on getting dirty, but and then the cuffs where you lay your cuff down on a table, they're going to be gray. So that's really nice to think about that. Sometimes when I make purses, I'll make the darker part on the bottom when I switch colors, and then the lighter part on the tops because the bottoms sit on tables and stuff. You know, you think about be creative when you do it, and you know, think about what it's going to be used for. So anyway, yeah, we got through that, and I had a wonderful weekend. I actually had a really good day yesterday during the day, and even though it was sad, it was also good for me to do going through my grandma's things in the evening yesterday. And then I thought, it's such a nice day out, even though it's a little windy and a little cloudy. It's so beautiful. I know you guys have been hearing the birds this whole time. They've just been chirping away. So so happy. I've been loving to hear it, and it's just the right temperature. When it starts getting like 73 outside, that's when I have to go in. I don't have a very good reaction to heat. Summers aren't my best. Spring and fall and winter, I love those times of the year. So I'll have to do more inside things come summer. I mean, it's okay, the trip to the car and the trip inside to wherever you're going, like the mall or a museum or something, or a restaurant. But being out in the sun, unless there's some really shady areas that are cooler, I can't do it. My skin reacts pretty bad. Have to keep it cool. So anyway, what have you all been working on? Please let me know down in the comments. What did you grab to work on while you were watching this? If you did grab anything, what snacks did you have this morning? Now, I haven't been eating much because my doctor put me on a medicine to help me lose weight because of my liver. So and I've lost quite a bit, but I still wear my bulky clothes, so you can't hardly tell, but I've lost quite a bit. But anyway, so I don't eat much. So I had a bagel. I had a bagel for breakfast, and it had raisins in it. It's from Panera Bread, because after a day they give away their bread to like charities and stuff, and if charities don't come pick it up, my uncle goes by and picks it up from our local one. And so we get cinnamon bagels, raisin bagels, everything bagels, just whatever bagel or bread that they have left over. Ow, sorry. My rheumatoid arthritis sometimes makes my joints hurt. So when we were over at my Aunt Becky's last night, she loaded us up with a ton, because we don't have that at our house all the time. I don't keep bread in the house because of the carbs, and but my son really likes them, and she loaded him up with just like 3 or 4 gallon Ziploc baggies of bagels. And so I had a raisin bagel this morning, and quite honestly, I may have like a piece of chicken or a pork chop and a couple pieces of vegetable or something for dinner, but I may not, because this mess makes me not hungry at all. So I really have to watch what I eat. I can't eat like a full-size meal because I'll get sick. And so I try to have a protein regardless of where it comes from. Like if it's beans, then I'll have a plant protein. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. I like pork chops and hamburgers. If I have a hamburger, that'll be it, because there's bread, you know, unless I have the hamburger and some vegetables and no bread, you know, like if I just eat it like a steak or something. But yesterday she made, I had steak from their cookout, and she made pico de gallo, which was more like a guacamole because it had avocado in it, and it was spicy. Oh, it was so good. I can't do a lot of spice, but I do like the spicy, but just not a ton, you know, just a little spicy. But I used to could eat it, like I could eat a hot pepper, but now it'll make my stomach hurt so bad. But that's the things you guys gotta look forward to when you get older. Coming from your old American friend. But anyway, so she had it was like refried beans, but they weren't refried. It's hard to explain, but a thicker bean sauce, like more of a sauce than actual bean soup, and the pico de gallo with avocado in it, which I highly recommend. It was so good and spicy. And then the Spanish rice that she makes herself, and she told me the secret ingredient, but I have to keep it a secret, so I'm sorry. And so anyway, come to find out I use that ingredient. But and tortillas in a thing, but I didn't use the tortillas because you know, the other carbs that were in the food. So I try to keep the carbs. I mean, carbs are good. You need carbs for your heart, but you don't need as many carbs as what we eat in a day. And so it was a full plate, and I ate it, and I shouldn't have. I should have just made me like one taco. I didn't make any tacos, but I should have just like made me a taco and just stayed at that, you know, just little. But I had the full plate of that stuff, and it made my stomach hurt so bad, because this medicine that I take, it makes you fuller. It's not something that swells up in your stomach or anything like that, because that's dangerous. It's Manjaro. I don't know if I can mention that and not get in trouble for mentioning a medicine on my channel, but I guess we'll see once I upload this. But it's Manjaro, and it just makes you feel full. So if you eat a full meal, you're gonna feel sick. And so I ate that bagel this morning, early this morning, and I don't know what time it is right now, but it's been several hours and I'm still not hungry. So it's kind of like having that weight loss surgery without having to have the weight loss surgery, which I'm grateful for. And so far, other than getting sick if I eat too much, which I don't do because I don't want to be sick, I don't really have any side effects that I'm aware of. It hasn't affected me in any way. So if you were thinking about that, then you know, you can have that discussion with your doctor, because I'm not a doctor, but I feel like it is really good. So from 240 to well, I was 213 the last time I weighed, but I gained a couple of pounds because I ate. And so 216 this morning, 240 to 216, and I was down at 213. And in a couple of days, if I watch what I do, I'll be down that way again. And I'm not suffering because I feel full. It's not like, you know, I can't have anything. I can eat whatever I want. I just gotta watch the calories, you know. So every so often, if I want say chocolate or something, I can have it if I have a craving, and then just limit the calories I have later on in the day, and I don't even miss them because I'm full because of the medicine. So it's been working out for me. Sorry, I stopped talking. I mean, I stopped crocheting. I didn't stop talking. I've been gabbing. Everybody's probably clicked out by now. But if you haven't, yeah, tell me what you've been snacking on. I love to live vicariously. Were you having chocolate? Yeah, so, oh, and I also switched from drinking my coffee with cream and sugar to drinking it black because of the extra calories in the creamer. Well, I never put sugar, well, I used to, a long time ago, I put sugar in my coffee before I became diabetic. Now you're going to hear my neighbor's lawnmower. Yeah, a long time ago. I may have to cut it short here, but a long time ago I used to put sugar in my coffee before I became diabetic. Then I started using a sweetener, and now I just drink it black because I don't want the extra calories. Because if I'm not going to eat very much, I want those calories to be proteins and vegetables, you know, carbs with vitamins, you know, like vegetables. A sweet potato has a lot of, but if I had a sweet potato, I'd probably have to have like a third of it, because like seriously, about 3 to 6 ounces of protein and you know, maybe a third of a sweet potato, because sweet potatoes are huge. A little butter, because you gotta have those fats, but I use the real butter. I like Kerrygold butter. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go because that lawnmower is gonna be real annoying and there's no way to cut it out, and I live in a neighborhood with other people, so it's been real nice chatting with you guys. I hope you stayed until the end. If you did, let me know in the comments. All your comments would be very appreciated. I don't get very many comments. I do get good quality comments, but I don't get very many of them, and I also don't get very many likes. It's just because people don't think about it when they get into the video. And I probably should have made the speech at the beginning of the video because most of you are gone. But I do want to take this moment to say, if you ever need a prayer or anything, just put it in the comment below. If you ever need some good well wishes and good thoughts sent your way, just let me know in the comments below. Whenever anybody asks for prayer, I stop and pray immediately. My son says that I stop, drop, and pray. And I do. So I'm going to let you go because of the noise, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.